Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TP-Link European Open, sponsored by Multiplay, supported by TopMid, the home of competitive gaming. This is winner bracket round number 5. I am Gucci. I'm joined by Rel. This is Epsilon taking on Exertus.
Yeah, and this should be a really good game. Actually, Epsilon, obviously the fan favourites. A lot of people getting behind them, actually tipping them to win the tournament. But Exertus have just been on fire so far, and I know that they get a lot of criticism for being online players, but they really are proving themselves today. Yeah,
they definitely are. I mean, they've made their way through all the way to winner bracket round number 5. This is the semis. This is for a guaranteed top 3 placement. This is the best of 5 series. We're going to be watching Sovereign Domination, Freight, Search and Destroy, Octane, Blitz. Should it go all the way, it will be Domination on Strike Zone, followed by S&D on Octane. We're just on board with Tommy now, who's just going to secure that B point in the centre of the map. They've got an early 2-cap locked in, so they will, of course, be extending their lead every 5 seconds.
Yeah, and that was actually a really good start for Epsilon. No one really contested Tommy at all when he went for that B flag. There wasn't much gunfighting going on one bit. I'm just going to see what's going on with Jerd as well, one of the main slayers for Epsilon, now actually securing C, and you're probably going to see him just darting back and 2 between every single flag. Very, very aggressive, and you can see it paying off for them now as they lead 14-7.
Yeah, with the pickup of Josh in this team, I mean, the aggressive pushes towards the objective plays really is strong between them, and Jerd coming in with a big knife there, pushing through on that C flag. They have got a little bit of a strange setup here. They've got a C and an A capture, which of course does leave that B flag open in the middle of the map, but they are currently taking control of that, and it looks as if they're going for the 3-cap. They've got that locked in. They are losing C now, though. Jerd's in a good position to get back to that. Tommy with some high advantage in the middle of the map as well. And are they going to be able to shut down on C? No, they're not, but so Exertus do manage to get some points on the board, and 2 of them, Tommy's teammates there, have gone down. Tommy up high once again, took down Perfecto, not linking that with a 2-piece though. He gets shut down on board with Swanee.
Yeah, and you're probably not going to see Swanee stray too much from this point. It's probably going to sit there for the majority of the game, just anchoring it for his team. And I love what Epsilon were actually doing there. They got A and C and they just held on to them until Exertus had to push for one of the flags, and then they regained control of B. So very smart play, but I do want to see a bit of Exertus, not giving them too much coverage. They are really being outslayed though.
Okay, so now Perfecto is just taken down. Another player is going to drop down onto that A flag. He's just stunning out and nading just for a bit of added security. Not picking up a kill there though, and he does go down.
And there we go with Switch now actually trying to do some work himself. Does have C, but they do need to target that B flag. Obviously it is the pivotal flag on this map in the centre. If you control B, then you can just hold on to one of your home flags quite easily.
Yeah, 48-21 currently the score. 2 minutes 40 left on that clock. Swift's coming straight in there onto this B flag. Looks like he's going to take control. Big kill, most important kill he could have made as well. Taking down Swanee on that B flag. He's managed to take control of that. A's currently in limbo. They are losing that now though, but they do have control of 2 flags. So this is looking much better from Exertus now. Reedy is who we're on board with down this left-hand side as Epsilon have capped that A point. And how quick did he just drop Jerd there in the centre?
Yeah, Reedy doing work here, and you know, with the Bison as well, it's become so popular actually in this particular tournament. I've seen more and more people using it as the tournament's progressed. Going to see what Viz is able to do though with this Vector now, actually going and trying to advance through Snake towards A. It looks like they're actually wanting to go for a 3-cap.
Yeah, Bison and Vector both with the most recent tweaks are coming into effect a lot more. We're on board with Viz, who's just taken down Swanee on that top point. He looks as if he wants to get himself into A. Epsilon once again have got a C and A combo, which is a little bit strange. I mean, it's anything to get the points on the board. Viz pushing in.
Well, the thing is as well, when you have the A and C flag, it forces the other team's hand. They have to go for one of them and therefore have to stray away from B, which, as we say, is the very important one. And now you can see Epsilon actually getting onto B. This is exactly what they want to be doing.
Yeah, Josh there managing to land that bullet in. Viz with a nice double grenade, but Epsilon did manage to take control of that B flag. Viz linking it up with a 3-piece there. Really getting straight on that B flag, capturing it from just outside. Watching this left-hand side, has managed to tag the player up. That's going to neutralise the point, I think. Has it been neutralised? Yes, it has. So Epsilon need to get themselves back onto that.
Yeah, I mean, Exertus are really trailing here on points. The only person actually going positive for the team in terms of kill-death ratio is Viz, so they are being really outslayed, largely by Swanee, who is 12-4, a 3 kill-death ratio for him. Obviously, he's getting himself into the positions where he can just slay and anchor for his team and not doing much objective work, but he's playing his role perfectly.
Oh, Swanee! Oh, Swanee, what have you just done? Straight through the wall there, extending that to 14-4 now. Perfecto not having a great game for Exertus, 3-12. Swanee's pushing up down this left-hand side. He knows that the enemy team have got that A point. They're taking B and C, so they've got to be coming out around this flag area somewhere. He's just going for a bit of a cut-off. His teammate Tommy there just running past, showing him the signs that that area is clear. He's going to get up top.
And remember, guys, this game is, or this best of 5 series is for top 3 in this tournament, where they'll just continue to advance. This is still the winner bracket, so neither of these teams have actually lost a series so far.
Oh, Swanee. Look how good he is. He's 17-4. He's only got 1 cap to his name, but it doesn't matter about... Oh! No ammo. Pulls out their knife. Finds himself a Vector, making it 18-4. Incredible. And he's still going.
Yeah, and I was just about to say then, with only 3 bullets left, he pretty much had to go for the knife there. Did.
Oh!
And the final kill there going to Swanee, 19-4. Quite interesting, actually, despite his 9-point streak that he's on, he is still bottom of the leaderboard for his team, and this is the exact style of play that Swanee goes for. Someone has to do this role in the team. Swanee does it brilliantly. He's not objective, he don't go for the flags, but he just gets the cut-offs, gets the chokes, and it allows his team to get those captures.
And Epsilon go in at the half with a 33-point lead there. Oh, as you said, this is for a top 3 placement. The first place do get £2,400 plus 4 times dual band router bundles provided by TP-Link. Second place earns themselves £1,200. Third place £800. Fourth place £600. So not bad for a weekend's work at all.
Yeah, and again, just sort of touching on the teams as well. Epsilon have so many accolades under them, not only just as an organisation, but the individual players within that team as well. Very, very high achieving players. We don't, Exertus can't really show the exact same achievements, but they've been playing so well this whole tournament, and I've got to say we're one of the big underdogs coming into this, but I think they're going to put up a good fight as we go into the later stages of this best of 5.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, losing by 33 points against Epsilon isn't something that you sort of mind doing, so to speak.
It's not as bad as it sounds, really, because Epsilon, they can rinse teams by dropping them into the 10-point club or whatever, if you want to call it that, on domination, but hey, here we go. Let's actually get on board with these guys, see what's going on for Exertus. Is there any particular play you want to watch here, Gooch?
I think let's give Perfecto some time. He didn't play very well in the first side, so I think he's going to be wanting to redeem himself. So I think with that Bison, he's going to be wanting to push down very aggressive, trying to get in the face of Epsilon very early on, just trying to cause a little bit of a nuisance to himself.
Yeah, and the Bison, it's received this upgrade, if you want to call it that, this buff following the update, which I think is why it's become a little bit more popular. I believe it's more powerful at range. Don't quote me on that, but I know it has been buffed up following the update, so I think that's why a lot more people are using it.
Yep, so let's get on board with him as he's running up top. He looked as if he was expecting to see somebody up there. He's going to continue straight on, going to go straight for this C flag. Like I said, get in the face of Epsilon. Big kill onto Tommy. Goes for the 2-piece on that B flag though. Not going to pick that up. Just going to fire through. Needs to avoid that Semtex, which he does so. He's going to take his opportunity to reload that Bison's assisted suicide. That seemed to take a long while, but he did manage to get the kill on Josh there. Player on his left-hand side. Gets the better of him with the help of his teammate Reedy. Capturing that B spot, but does get taken down by Swan.
Yeah, and this is a really good start now by Exertus. It's exactly how they wanted to open up the second half of this domination on Sovereign. They need to hold this flag, though. As you said, Gooch, 33 points is what they've got to regain here after having a bit of a rough first side, so they've got to keep B.
Yeah, and it looks as if they are going to drop down onto B, but does get shut down there by Swanee and Tommy. Swift's now going to advance down this left-hand side. There's a player waiting for him. That was Tommy with the Bison. Does manage to get the better of him. Reedy, they look as if they're just going gung-ho at this B flag. Choking the shots a little bit there. Reedy, that was a little bit shaky from him, but did manage to finally pick up the kill. Took a little bit too much time there. That enabled Swanee to get in a good position, ready to take him down as soon as he showed himself.
And they just can't afford to allow Epsilon to hold on to these 2 flags. They need to make some moves quickly. They could adopt the Epsilon strategy and actually push for the A flag to draw them away from B, but they've got to do something quick because as time ticks away, it's just looking better and better for Epsilon now.
Yeah, of course, remember that Swanee did go 19-4 in that first side, so he'll be looking to emulate that. Already got himself double positive, and he's already got more caps than he did on that first side as well. We're currently on board with Perfecto, who's trying to capture this A point, comes head-on-head with Swanee. 2 players there, though. Tommy helps him out after Swanee drops down.
And I want to see Josh for a bit. We've not given him too much coverage so far, and Josh actually replacing Flux, who's bowed out of the team due to real-life commitments, if you want to call it that. So Josh now picking up in his place. Let's see what work he can do.
Yeah, let's get on board with Josh. Let's have a look at him.
Does get stunned on the B flag. It is in their control, so he's just trying to be a nuisance on there, but does get shut down. Swanee left alive temporarily, all on his own.
Okay, so Swanee, this is a point of the map that you will find him in so often. He gets a good range to be able to look down on B. He can move over very quickly if needs be. And then, of course, he can look straight into that top middle if he makes this kill. That's absolutely appalling from Perfecto. Really not had a great game.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing with Swanee is his style of play, it's so predictable. Everybody knows he's going to be up there, but despite that, he still picks up kills. It's just that kind of high-caliber player that he is. He's got this huge channel to actually shoot down. He's probably going to go straight back there if he can as well. And he's been doing absolutely phenomenal for his team in this domination. Yeah,
getting a good look on that B flag. Knows they are losing it. He has landed bullets in. Does manage to take down Viz. Perfecto shuts him down in the back, though. And Perfetto is still carrying on. Tommy straight off the spawn now around that A flag area, just trying to get down this right hand side to prevent any of Exertus getting over in towards this B flag area. Stuns and nades have gone over. Tommy getting shut down by the vector of Viz. That looks so powerful at such a long distance. But Jordan, that B flag, out comes the knife. Straight to the face of Perfecto. That's good defensive work from Jerd.
Yeah, incredible reactions there. I think he spotted them. There we go, picking up more kills, and now it's Jerd who's doing big slaying work, 10-4, and actually pushing for the 3 cap. Doesn't necessarily need to. They are up on this side. Even though they're up 33 points on the first half, they are still going for all 3 flags.
They want to inflict pain on this Exertus team now. I mean, I've said a couple of times when I've casted over them today, Rel, that they want to prove something to themselves, to the rest of the world as well. That they may not have performed as well as what they should have done in recent weeks, so they've got a lot to prove, especially having this new pickup. That they want to cement themselves at the very best of the EU.
Yeah, and of course there is this friendly rivalry between Epsilon and TCM at the moment, where they are both competing to be that best European team. TCM have dropped into the losers bracket already, but are absolutely storming through it. But Epsilon still charging through the winners bracket, and as we've said, Gooch playing for top 3 here.
Yeah, exactly so. Swanee once again down his right hand side. Good drop shot onto Perfecto. It's making light work of him, just pushing in, making sure nobody can push out a C. Good positioning from Swanee, knew exactly what he wanted to do. Viz straight off the spawn in that C flag area. 90 to 50 points now, so that's 40 points on this side. That's about 77 points they're leading by at the minute.
This is a nice flank as well by Swanee, just getting around the back. He's probably not going to go for the C flag. It's all about spawn trapping now. They're just trying to hold on to those 2 flags. A has been contested, and did it go into... No, it actually... Oh yeah, it did go into Exertus control, but it's not going to matter. That is going to be a landslide victory there for Epsilon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll just do the maths real quick. Once the final clock ticks over, it's going to be 40. So that's going to be 73 points that they win by in the end. Pretty convincing from Epsilon.
Oh yeah, well absolutely. I mean, if one side of domination goes even 20 points in a team's favour, then it's a significant victory for them. So to win by 73 points in total is huge. And that is going to be game number 1 over in this best of 5 series. Going to Epsilon. Exertus putting up a good fight, but it's just not enough to actually take Epsilon down.
Yeah, nowhere near. I mean, fairly convincing for Epsilon in the end there. It's going to be Search and Destroy on Freight coming up next. That's going to be the next map. Do not go anywhere, guys. We will be straight back with all of the action after this very quick break.